A new push to find cures for inherited blood disorders. Welcome back to Techstination. I'm Fred Fishkin. Joining us from Pathway to Cures, a new venture philanthropy investment fund, is Chair of the Scientific Advisory Board, Dr. Kevin Mills. Hi, Kevin.
Hi, Fred. Terrific to be here.
Well, you are the Chief Scientific Officer at the National Hemophilia Foundation, the parent organization of Pathway to Cures, or P2C. Tell us more about this effort and the reasons for it.
This effort is, an exciting new venture, exciting new opportunity from the National Hemophilia Foundation. It's a venture philanthropy fund that will enable us to make investments in promising new innovations, in new drug discovery, in new technologies, in new diagnostic platforms to really make a difference in the lives of patients with inheritable blood disorders.
And how is P2C going about raising money? And tell us how a venture philanthropy fund like this works.
So this is a donor-driven venture philanthropy fund. It's entirely funded by charitable donations. Those donations then will be invested in companies that are doing innovative research and development for the benefit of people living with inheritable blood disorders. We'll invest in innovative technologies, in innovative teams. And those investments will then, any returns on those investments will then be rolled right back into the Pathway to Cures Fund for reinvestment in more research and development. Our goal is to be able to support early stage, promising, transformational technologies that will really bring about improvements for the lives of people living with inheritable blood disorders.
Forgive my ignorance. How do things like this work? Are they listed as charitable donations, or tell us how these type of investments are categorized?
Yes, that's right. So we will build the fund through charitable donations to the fund, just as one might make a donation to the National Hemophilia Foundation to support the mission of the foundation. They will be mission-driven investments, investing in for-profit companies. And part of the goal will be to realize financial returns on those investments. Those financial returns, though, will not be distributed back to the donors or to the management of the fund. They will be entirely rolled back into making future investments. So it'll be a charitable donation. Although Pathway to Cures is organized as a venture investing entity, it's a nonprofit entity that's related to the National Hemophilia Foundation. So it's under its own 501c3 status, and will be making mission-driven investments based on those mission-driven donations to the fund.
I understand there are something like 20 million people on the planet living with inheritable blood disorders. Most people have heard about hemophilia and maybe some others, but tell us about this overall picture.
That's right. So inheritable blood disorders are rare disorders. About 1 in 5,000 people in the world is living with hemophilia A, and about 1 in 10 or 15,000 is living with hemophilia B. And there are many other inheritable blood disorders, some very, very rare and some not so rare. For example, von Willebrand's disease, probably about 1% of people across the globe are living with von Willebrand's disease, many of them undiagnosed, many of them who have significant health complications as a result of their disorder. So although these are individually rare disorders, collectively, there are a lot of people, there are millions of people around the world that are living with bleeding disorders and other blood disorders. And unfortunately, the state of care for those individuals is there's significant unmet need. There's a need for new drugs, new therapies, new treatments. There's a desperate need for doing better diagnosis, earlier diagnosis, more accurate diagnosis. And there's a revolution coming in medical devices and technologies, wearables and other devices that can really transform the lives of people living with these disorders. And so Pathway to Cures is really meant to serve the needs of those millions and millions of people worldwide.
And the hope is that you'll have through the investments in these companies that are out there in the forefront, you'll be able to realize some real breakthroughs for this population. So tell me now, you're seeking corporations to get involved, or individuals who have a significant amount of wealth, or tell me how this works.
Both, for sure. We're really looking for mission-driven donors who are passionate about the mission and passionate about helping people to donate to the fund, and who would like to see their support invested in scientific R&D and scientific innovation. We're also looking for corporate partners who either wish to invest directly into the fund, or who may have an interest in partnering with us to either co-invest in early stage companies or partner in other ways as partners to those companies. So we're really looking to leverage the power of individual giving, as well as the incredible resources and incredible technical capabilities of the corporate world.
Interesting. So where is it that people can go to for more information about this and hopefully take part?
The easiest way to get information is to navigate right over to our website, pathwaytocures.org. And all of the information is right there. It describes our mission. It describes the fund and the approach and the innovative things we want to invest in, and really is a simple portal for people to get involved. And we hope everyone listening chooses to get involved with Pathway to Cures.
Are there thresholds for the amounts of donations that you're seeking? You're not seeking the smaller donations so much?
We're seeking a minimum donation of $500,000 into the fund. That $500,000 will will basically qualify those donors to sit on our advisory council, which will be entirely made up of the donors into the fund to help to advise on the strategy of the fund. Individuals who are members of the advisory council are also eligible to be elected by their peers to our board of directors. And so there's a $500,000 minimum qualifying donation into the fund. That having been said, we are certainly welcoming of smaller donations into the fund. We encourage people to get together a group of like-minded donors and collectively perhaps meet that minimum threshold. And people who want to get involved will have opportunities to donate either directly to the fund or to National Hemophilia Foundation. And donations to the National Hemophilia Foundation will go to support Pathway to Cures, as well as the National Hemophilia Foundation's broader mission.
Again, the website is pathwaytocures.org. Dr. Kevin Mills, thank you for taking the time with us.
Thank you so much, Fred. It's a pleasure to be here.